Hello mis amores, are we feeling lazy? Because today we're gonna try things for apparently lazy people, which I feel like you still need to put a lot of effort into being lazy for that. I'm sure we've all heard about meal prepping. It's supposed to save you some time so you can be lazy throughout the week, but obviously you'll have to prepare those meals. And we're here to try exactly these kinds of recipes. I don't know how I feel about eating salads and stuff on the fourth day or so. Even like meat, which I obviously don't eat. We're not gonna test the durability of said recipes this week, but we are gonna try the recipes. I honestly just got curious because of the first recipe that we're gonna try, which my friend sent me because she made it that day, and it was meal prep ramen, and I'm like, can this even taste good? But I got curious, so here we are. I'm gonna link all of the recipes and videos down below as well. This one is by Malika Babel, a German creator, I think. Just as a disclaimer, she also put spring onion in there. I don't have spring onion, so
got a secret.
they didn't have it. I've been to 2 stores. It's not spring yet. Ahaha. I'm also not gonna make it in a jar, so I'm just gonna make it in a bowl because I'm gonna try it immediately and I will not make more than 1 serving. Of course, you will start off with your container or jar, or in my case, the bowl, and then you're just gonna start assembling things in there. I feel like a good ramen really lives and dies with the broth. That's a German saying. If the broth isn't good, then the ramen isn't good. And I feel like a broth really only becomes good when it's been sitting and like simmering for hours and hours. Yeah, I don't think that these little broth cubes or whatever we're putting in here now is really gonna do the job, but we're gonna put some of this dried broth in there and put everything else on top. Baby, my favorite thing ever. Yoo-hoo-hoo. Start adding some carrot to it. Back in like December and the beginning of January, I ate so much carrot because I saw a TikTok that said that it kind of changes, or it makes your skin look a little more alive, or like, you know, a little bit more orangey. And so I ate so much carrot that now I'm not really sick of it, but I don't really buy it anymore. Next is pak choi. I think pak choi always looks so cute. On top. Yeah, I don't know how this pak choi is gonna behave once we put some water in there. The way we're gonna create this ramen is by literally just pouring boiling water on top of it after, or in the end. Obviously, all of the ingredients can be eaten raw as well, but do we want the pak choi to be super crunchy still? I don't know. Then a little bit of onion, or in my case, a shallot. How's it 4 p.m. already? Guys, I have a cycling class later, which I'm also really nervous about because I've never been to one. And also, my groins are sore from leg day like 2 days ago. This isn't really ideal, is it? Anyway, next you're gonna add your ramen noodles. This looks like a good amount. You need some protein in there, right? I'm guessing tofu really is the only thing to go for here. Anything else like meat and stuff would have to be cooked usually. This is smoked tofu because I think I prefer that. And the last ingredient is just some spring onion on top. Sorry guys. So this is done. You probably wonder, where is the flavor? I think it's supposed to come from the broth, but also we're gonna add like a little sriracha and chili oil mixture on top together with the boiling water. For that, I actually made some chili oil earlier this morning. I think I will link the recipe down below, but honestly, it doesn't really taste super great. Like, I've had better chili oil. I just lost the recipe. Here's my beautiful, wonderful chili oil. This chili oil is actually pretty spicy, so yeah. Ooh, did you even see the smoke? Here we go. This is what you do when you're hungry. Ta-da! And of course you mix, and wait for your ramen to be cooked. Might I just add, the creator didn't even use smoked tofu, so even less flavor. But to be fair, this looks very tasty. This looks very appealing, no? And it was super quick and easy. Especially if, like me, you don't make your own chili oil, but buy it. Hello, how long do I wait? Is the broth even still hot? Let's try the noodles. Still quite chewy. Now it's been so long that our broth will be cold if we don't eat it. Maybe I just got the wrong noodles. We're just gonna try it now. This looks so good though. Okay, let's try the broth. Oh, actually, Surprisingly, it's not that bad. Yes, I would prefer it more flavorful, but honestly, this is better than like an instant ramen and has more flavor than an instant ramen because the chili oil, I think, definitely healthier as well. That's pretty nice, you guys. I like this. I need different noodles. I'm never gonna do this again. But to be fair, I made this and then immediately ate it. I'm not sure how this would hold up 3 days or so in the fridge. For soup, this is really nice. Ramen, I don't know. We can move on though. Please excuse everything about this right now, but I just came back from a cycling class and I'm inhaling this because this is really working well for me right now. Can't really find the light. Oh, there we go. Anyway, you don't want to see me. Next recipe, I kind of fucked up a little. I wanted to be smart so that filming would go smoothly, and I already cooked or prepared some quinoa. Turns out it's supposed to like cook and be prepared with other ingredients. So we're gonna make our own little version of this recipe. Oh, yeah. I mean, the recipe is called sweet potato burrito bowls. We're gonna make a squash burrito bowl. I didn't want to buy sweet potato because I knew I still had squash and I didn't want it to go bad. It's the same color. It's basically the same. And to prepare your sweet potato or squash, you're just gonna have to cut it into cubes, put it on a rimmed baking sheet, and add 1 tablespoon of oil, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. Toss it well, and then wait for about half an hour. And next comes the tricky part because, not tricky, but I just already prepared the quinoa. Basically, we're just gonna go over there now and fry some red bell pepper and some onion in some olive oil. Now it's time to stir in your technically dry quinoa, not yet cooked quinoa. And to that, we're gonna add some chili powder, cumin, garlic, and salt. I also didn't really prepare a lot of quinoa because I knew I was gonna have a lot of meal prep. So technically now you add 2 cups of vegetable broth to essentially cook your quinoa. I'm just gonna add a bit of broth just for the flavor, but I'm only gonna incorporate it. You should then wait for the water to have evaporated and then your quinoa will be cooked. And once that has happened, you're gonna add 1 can of black beans. My ratio is all wrong because I've got way more black beans than quinoa, but it's fine. You can also add some cilantro if you want. Now you can turn off the heat and prepare something else. We're gonna prepare some avocado pico de gallo. For that, in a bowl, we're just gonna combine some avocado, tomato, and some red onion, cilantro, and jalapeno if we want to use it. Then we're gonna add some lime juice and salt and stir to combine. Can I be honest though? Cause guys, this is essentially how I make my guacamole. Are they just using a wrong word or am I just making an avocado pico de gallo instead of a guacamole?
Am I the drama?
And now the last step is just to make a chipotle lime tahini sauce. For that, you guys, I had to prepare an adobo sauce, which I've never made, but I did. I'm gonna link the recipe down below. You combine 1/4 cup of tahini with, unfortunately, only 1 tablespoon of adobo sauce. What do I do with the rest? Because I've got so much now. 2 teaspoons of lime juice and some salt. Then you mix. And lastly, you just add some water until you've reached your desired consistency. And now get ready to assemble your bowl. You start with your quinoa beans.
Catch radio of tuning.
9. So you start with your quinoa black bean mixture, which in my case obviously is more of a bean quinoa mixture. You're gonna add sweet potato or squash, a scoop of your pico de gallo. Also, if you use avocado, how's this gonna hold up? And there you have it. Our second meal is prepped. I'm actually not hungry anymore, but mainly because I'm nervous. It looks pretty good. I've got a scoop of everything. Cheers. Fantastic. Whew, this sauce is spicy. It's not. What is spicy? This looks like the epitome of health, right? Throw some more cilantro on top, or any at all, and it's gonna be great. By the way, I don't hate cilantro. If it's in something, I'll eat it and stuff, and if someone else really likes it and puts it into whatever they're making, I'll eat it as well. I would just never buy it. So let's put that aside and make number 3, right? And lastly, guys, we're gonna make a salad basically. And I'm really curious to see as... Ew, people are watching me. I forgot to close the blinds. This is embarrassing. Ew, why would they watch me? Okay, I think they're gone. Why would they just... Anyway, I'm really excited to see how this... curious to see how this salad is gonna hold up. First step is to just cook some tofu, as in fry it in a pan. We don't really have any Tupperware or anything like that. I mean, this is Tupperware, I guess. It doesn't look that fancy. I'm gonna start with the assemblation already. We're just gonna add some olive oil on the bottom, to which you're gonna add a bit of oregano and some dill. Also gonna add some, well, lime juice, technically lemon juice, but it's okay. Then you're gonna add some bell pepper and some cucumber as well. Also gonna add some black olives and also some green ones. I hope they taste good. I've never had these before. Some onion. I'm gonna give it a little swirly swirl. Then you're gonna add some cooked orzo. This looks like a good portion. Add your tofu. My camera died, but it's fine. Last 2 steps are just some spinach and crumble some feta on top. This is it, guys. I'm late, so I gotta go. I see you tomorrow, and we hope this is good. Good night. Hey y'all, and good morning. Or, I want to say good lunchtime. It's currently 11 a.m., but I'm actually really hungry. I had breakfast at like 7 a.m. and yeah. So luckily I've prepared everything already. Sorry if I was rushing it yesterday, but I was really late for that spinning class. So this has been sitting in the fridge, just like this. This looks dry. I mean, it's only been like about half a day now. I don't think that this would still look good in like 2 days. I mean, it does look tasty. It looks a bit bland, but it does look healthy and stuff, so that's nice. Okay, I already hate this, but that's just my container, I guess. I hate this. Cheers. The spinach is still very crunchy, but as I said, it hasn't even been a day. For me personally, this lacks a lot of seasoning. The only flavor really comes from the smoked tofu and the olives, and that isn't really enough for me. I mean, it's fine, but I don't know. But obviously that can also be adjusted with your dressing. You can add whatever you want to it. Honestly though, this is really nice. And to be fair, also, you don't really have to put the spinach in right away. You can always just keep it wherever it's best to keep it fresh, and then put it into the box or Tupperware or whatever you store your dish in on the day that you're actually gonna eat it. And with that, guys, we have completed this video. This was also a very successful and easy video. I like that. The ramen is still kind of questionable. I don't even know if I'd call it a ramen, like a very white ramen maybe. I mean, there are a lot of people saying, you know, the vitamins get lost and stuff. I don't, yeah, whatever. You have your debate. I'm out of that. I'm just here to test the recipes. It feels healthy, so it is. Let me know if you ever tried meal prep, or if you're the meal prepping kind of person, or if you're totally against it. What are your go-to recipes when it comes to meal prep? I'm curious. Maybe I should start doing that too, because cooking takes up so much of my time during the week and find it rather annoying. Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and nos vemos la próxima vez. Bye, guys.